Hi. I'm sitting in the parking lot. My usual fast food run. Fast food frenzy. Man, I got a lot of food today. What am I gonna do? They only give me a spoon for my potatoes. This is bad. Gotta lick up the sour cream. I guess I'll have to eat them by hand. These cheesy potatoes are so good. I love them. I get them every time that I go to Taco Bell. Can't help it. You know, Taco Bell seems to be the place you can get the most food for the least money. And when you're a fat girl on a budget, you pay attention. People are probably driving by. I should have a car cam that like shows you all the fast food I eat. Because I would do more videos, but I can't stand to sit here and eat. Because I'm usually driving from here to there. But I do this all the time. A couple times a day. Like I said, I'm usually eating and driving. Maybe someone will buy me a car cam. I'd turn it on. You can watch me eat a few times a day. No one sees me so far. I'm trying to eat fast. Because I gotta eat the cheese. Best part. I know I shouldn't be eating with my hands, but what's a girl gonna do? Good stuff. Trying something new too that they have at Taco Bell in my Mountain Dew. Love Mountain Dew. Yeah, I've never had this thing before. This is some kind of grilled taco. Let's try it. So it has crunchies in it. No crunchies. I think it doesn't have tomatoes. I hate tomatoes. I don't even like lettuce. It's pretty good. It's huge. Not amazing. I just don't like lettuce on my tacos because it's all warm and wilty. Never tastes good at fast food. Lettuce tastes good when you make it yourself or you go to a nice restaurant. You load it with dressing. It's pretty good. I would get it again. Listen, not amazing, but good. A lot of cheese in it. Definitely less messy. It's like a grill. It's like a soft and crunchy taco at once. I'm gonna talk with my mouth full. Sorry. I have no makeup on. Can't help it. I was just running out for a trip to the bank. I can't drive past a Taco Bell without stopping. Or a Burger King. Or Wendy's. Or McDonald's. Dunkin' Donuts. KFC. Roy Rogers. Sonic. Pizza houses. Taco Bell's definitely the cheapest though. Especially when you're going to do it a lot. I used to eat slow. My new thing is eat as fast as I can. I swear I can eat more that way. I like that they put sour cream in this. Really good. Especially when you get down to the bottom. I'm not gonna eat this, there's no taste in it. I want more food. Hey, lucky me. Quesadilla disappeared. Just kidding. I always buy more food than I need. I love sour cream. Sour cream makes everything taste better. I swear people are walking by me going, what the heck is this girl doing? Videotaping herself stuffing her face. If they only knew. I love the quesadillas there. I always get that. You like quesadillas? Tasty. Another one. And it's a good size. It's pretty filling. Everyone knows Brooke likes to be full, right? And if I'm not full, just eat more. Uh-oh. My camera dropped it. It slid. I'm gonna slide down so you can see me. Whew. I already ate, of course, before I started eating. My whole day lately has been eating. I just cannot stop eating. Do you ever have those days? It just seems, for me, like not stopping means like I can take a half-hour break and then I'm hungry again. I'm not just a little hungry either. Like, starving. Makes me crazy. How do they expect girls like me to be skinny? Thank God there are guys like you that like it. Because how can you control it when you're starving all the time? Always hungry. I want to eat. I'm not happy if I don't. I shouldn't have to live unhappy, right? A little spicy. What kind of sauce I put in there that's really spicy? It's good. I'm starting to get pretty full. But the crazy part is I'll be hungry in a half hour more. Good thing is, in order to get back home after going to the bank, I gotta drive by Taco Bell again. I'm Burger King. I'm really mad they closed the KFC down. There was a KFC and it's all closed. And they don't even have it in the Taco Bell. You know how some Taco Bells have KFC? I like that because then you can get both in the same drive-thru. I don't like the edges, and they have hardly any stuffing in them. Kind of a waste to eat. But at least you got to see me on one of my quickie drive-thru runs. It was quick. It was so good. I'd like to try that new taco. That was huge. It was bigger than my hand. Grilled stuffed nacho, it's called. You should try it. In Brooke's review, she says, try it. You'll like it. Maybe I should show you. Not looking so sexy today. I feel bad about that. But, you know, can't look perfect all the time, right? Oh, I found a piece. Oh. I'm looking around to see if anyone sees me. So this is me, no makeup. I know, it's probably really ugly. But, you know, I can't always be a model every minute. Sometimes I just have to be a regular girl. You know, I don't want to do my hair and makeup just to go to the store or just to go to the bank. And I put on earrings. I brushed my hair. I got a new hairdo. I'm not sure when you'll see it because I still have some sets left. By the time you see it, it might be an old hairdo. For me, an old hairdo lasts a month or so. Check this out. What do you think? Definitely sporting a double now. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's crazy. Probably my least favorite thing about being fat. I don't like having extra face. Oops, I got stuff in my teeth. Sorry. That's not sexy. Okay, that's better. Anyway, I want to see my tummy. I want to show you, okay? Right here in the parking lot. If we were dating, I would do this. I would tease you and show you my tummy. We're 38. $41, 38 in there. Okay.
with a recipe on the side. That's no new. For meatloaf. And we all know how much I love meatloaf. I'm not saying that anybody should request a set from eating meatloaf.
Kentucky has a variety of beautiful waterfalls, especially in the eastern and south-central regions of the state. Many are located in state parks, forests, and within the Red River Gorge area. Here's a guide to some of the notable waterfalls in Kentucky, including descriptions of each one. Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. Nickname: Niagara of the South. Height: 68 feet wide and 125 feet across. Location: near Corbin, Kiffy. This is the largest waterfall in Kentucky, and one of the few places in the world where you can see a moonbow on clear nights during a full moon. Activities: hiking, photography, camping, resort lodge, and kayaking below the falls. 2. Eagle Fallshade, 44 feet. Location: Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. Trail: 1.5-mile loop. Moderate hike. Features: smaller than Cumberland Falls, but very scenic and accessible by trail. Offers a beautiful view of Cumberland Falls across the river. 3. Yahoo Falls Big South Fork National River and Recreation Area. Height: 113 feet. Tallest waterfall in Kentucky. Location: McCreary County. Features: a tall, slender plunge that is seasonal, often dry in summer unless after heavy rain. Trail: short but moderately strenuous loop with steps. 4. Dog Slaughter Fallshade, 15-20 feet. Location: near Cumberland Falls Daniel Boone National Forest. Trail: 2.4 miles round trip. Features: despite its unusual name, this is a very picturesque waterfall in a remote, tranquil forest setting. Best after rain. 5. Flat Lick Fallshade, 33 feet. Location: Grayhawk, Jackson County. Trail: short and easy with a paved path to an overlook. Features: family-friendly area with a picnic shelter and easy access. Water cascades into a beautiful pool. 6. Creation Falls Red River Gorge. Height: 10-12 feet. Location: along Rock Bridge Trail in Red River Gorge. Trail: 1.5-mile loop. Features: a scenic cascade under a natural sandstone arch known as Rock Bridge. Great for photography and light swimming. 7. Bad Branch Fallshade, 60 feet. Location: Bad Branch Nature Preserve, Letcher County. Trail: 1.2-mile moderately difficult trail. Features: located in a rare forest ecosystem at the base of Pine Mountain. Water cascades through boulders into a rocky pool. 8. Tioga Fallshade, 130 feet and multiple drops. Location: near West Point, KY Fort Knox. Trail: 1.8 mile out and Bacchus's. Note: trail is sometimes closed due to nearby military training. Check status before visiting. Features: multi-tiered falls in a lush forest, especially impressive after rain. 9. Princess Fallshade, 13 feet. Location: near the Big South Fork River, Erie County. Trail: 2.9 miles round trip from Lick Creek Trailhead. Features: a wide, curtain-style waterfall, often flows well and easy to reach by foot or horseback. 10. Breaks Interstate Park Falls. Location: border of Kentucky and Virginia waterfalls. Several small falls, including Grassy Creek Falls. Features: within the Grand Canyon of the South, waterfalls are surrounded by massive cliffs. Here's a 2 to 3 day weekend waterfall road trip itinerary in Kentucky, perfect for camping, hiking, nature photography, and family-friendly fun. The route focuses on the scenic Cumberland Plateau and Daniel Boone National Forest, where many of Kentucky's best waterfalls are clustered. Kentucky Waterfall Weekend Road Trip Itinerary Start or End: Lexington, KY. Adjustable Main Regions: Cumberland Falls State Resort Park, Daniel Boone National Forest, Big South Fork. Day 1: Cumberland Falls and Eagle Falls Adventure Drive, Lexington. Cumberland Falls Tours, 100 miles. Base Camp: Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. Tent, camping or lodge highlights: Cumberland Falls, the Niagara of the South, massive, photogenic waterfall. Best time for moonbow photography: full moon night. Eagle Falls Trail 1.5 loop, moderate, beautiful 44 ft waterfall plus scenic view of Cumberland Falls. Optional evening: Visit the falls at night for moonbow if timing is right, or do sunset shots from the overlook. Camping option: Cumberland Falls Campground family friendly, with amenities and hiking access. Day 2 remote forest hikes to Dog Slaughter and Yahoo Falls morning stop. Dog Slaughter, Falls 2. 4 me out and back. Quiet, serene, with great water flow after rains. Trailhead: Forest Service Road 195 midday drive and hike. Yahoo Falls tallest waterfall in KY 113F. Loop trail with wooden stairs and cliff overhangs. Short detour to Yahoo Arch if time allows. Evening base camp: Great Meadows Campground Big South Fork. Nara Remote, primitive camping Orbandy Creek Campground just across the border in TN full service, great for families. Day 3 Princess Falls plus Scenic Drive, or optional add-on morning hike, Princess Falls Trail 2. 9 me out and back. Wide curtain waterfall on Lick Creek, gentle hike, accessible to hikers or horseback riders. Optional add-on if you extend to third day, Flat Lick Falls Jackson County paved trail, ideal for kids or elders, with picnic shelter. Creation Falls plus Rock Bridge Arch in Red River Gorge area to her north. Perfect final stop for photographers. Drive back to Lexington, to 2-5 from Red River Gorge or Flat Lick camping options summary. Location Campgranty. Cumberland Falls Campground Standalifferty friendly, with nearby Lodge Big South Fork Great Meadows Bandy Creek primitive full-service forested. Remote. Good base for hiking Red River Gorge Coomer Ridge Lago Linda Basic to develop Hedgeriot for final night if adding Creation Falls best photography tips. Golden hour. Shoot Cumberland and Eagle Falls in early morning or evening for glow and mist. Moonbow at Cumberland Falls occurs only during clear skies near full moon. Check Moonbow calendar. Water volume. Spring and after rains provide best flows for Dog Slaughter and Yahoo Falls. Drone use may be restricted in state parks. Check park regulations. Family-friendly notes. Flat Lick Falls and Princess Falls are easy access and good for younger kids. Cumberland Falls State Park has a visitor center, picnic areas, and guided activities. Watch footing at Eagle and Yahoo Falls, some rocky and steep areas. Louisiana is not widely known for waterfalls due to its flat terrain and low elevation. However, there are a few small, scenic waterfalls in the state, mostly found in parks or created by man-made or natural geological features. Here's a look at what you can find in Louisiana when it comes to waterfalls. 1. Kisatchie Falls location: Kisatchie National Forest, near Natchitoches Type Natural Rock Falls, only true natural waterfall in Louisiana. Kisatchie Falls is a small but beautiful cascading waterfall over a rock outcrop in the Kisatchie Hills wilderness. While not tall, it's a rare geologic feature for Louisiana. Activities: hiking, swimming, photography, picnicking. Best time to visit: spring or after a rainstorm for better water flow too. Clark Creek Natural Area, technically in Mississippi, near Louisiana border location. Woodville, MS 2 hours from Baton Rouge. Type: natural waterfalls, 30+ falls up to 30 feet high. While not inside Louisiana, Clark Creek is a very popular destination for Louisiana residents. This area boasts multiple waterfalls and is heavily wooded with steep hiking trails. Activities: hiking, wildlife viewing, nature photography. Consider this a great side trip if you're based in southern Louisiana. 3. Tunica Hills Waterfalls, private lands and nearby trails. Location: near St. Francisville, LA and in nearby Mississippi Hills. Type: small seasonal falls in Ravenous Thaw, not officially designated as waterfalls. Seasonal cascades can form in the ravines and creeks of the Tunica Hills Wildlife Management Area. Water flow depends on rainfall. Activities: hiking, birding, exploring hardwood forests. Note: trails can be rugged and steep compared to typical Louisiana terrain. 4. Hodges Gardens Waterfall, closed location: Sabine Parish, formerly Hodges Gardens State Park. Type: Man-made cascade, a beautiful man-made waterfall created within a botanical garden setting. Unfortunately, Hodges Gardens closed in 2018, and the area is no longer open to the public. Option 1. Weekend Nature Itinerary, Kisatchie Falls and surrounding trails. Location: Kisatchie National Forest, Central Louisiana. Natural Louisiana Wilderness. Hiking, camping, swimming, and photography. Day 1. Arrival, plus Kisatchie Falls. Hike a morning drift to Kisatchie Bayou Campground near Natchitoches, LA. Set up camp at the primitive campsites near the bayou. Toilets available. No showers. Afternoon. Hike the Kisatchie Bayou Trail 3.1 miles out and back to Kisatchie Falls. Small but beautiful falls cascading over sandstone ledge. Bring a swimsuit if the water is high for wading or lounging. Of Ninjans. Photography at the falls or bayou. Campfire dinner under the stars. Day 2. Backbone Trail plus Longleaf Vista morning drift to Longleaf Vista Recreation Area 30 minutes away. Hike the Backbone Trail 7.6-mile loop through scenic pine forests and rocky ridged wildflowers, overlooks, and sandstone outcrops. After Nosic lunch at Longleaf Vista overlook. Great for panoramic photos. Optional, short interpretive trail 1.5-mile loop at the overlook of Enter to campsite, relax, or drive to nearby Natchitoches for a hotel night and Cajun dinner. Day 3. Optional, Cane River Creole National Park morning visit nearby Cane River Creole NPNT Oakland or Magnolia Plantations. Explore Louisiana's cultural heritage before heading home. Campsites: Kisatchie Bayou Campground, Primitive River Sidelitis Camp near Bayou Cyper, free and remote plus cabins available near Natchitoches for more comfort. Option 2. Louisiana to Mississippi Waterfall Loop Tripe Route. St. Francisville, LA. Tunica Hills, Clark Creek Falls, MS. Focus: scenic hikes, seasonal waterfalls. Camping: Forested Hills. Day 1. Tunica Hills Exploration morning to Tunica Hills Wildlife Management Area near St. Francisville, LA. Start hike on Tunica Hills Trail, a 4-mile loop, rugged, steep, with small seasonal waterfalls. Afternoons up camp at Tunica Hills Campground or Clark Creek Primitive Cities. Optional, explore historic St. Francisville or nearby plantation home. Savannah Gapper dinner, birdwatching, starry skies. Day 2. Clark Creek Natural Area, Mississippi morning short drive to Clark Creek Natural Area, Woodville, MS. Hike the Clark Creek Waterfall Trail 4.2-mile loop, 30 plus waterfalls, some up to 30 feet high, moderate to strenuous with steep terrain. After Nopic by one of the falls, swim in the creek. Optional, return via Primitive Trail Loop for more adventure. Of Ninja the camp again in Tunica Hills or drive back toward Baton Rouge for a night in town. Day 3. Optional, river views and local food. Visit the Mississippi River Bluff overlooks. Grab southern cuisine in St. Francisville or Woodville. Head home after lunch. Campsites: Tunica Hills Campground, quiet, wooded, basic amenities. Clark Creek Primitive Campsites, hike in only very secluded backups. Cat Island Nur or cabin rentals in St. Francisville. Suggested packing: sturdy hiking boots, muddy trails, water shoes. Clark Creek crossings: bug spray plus sun protection camera for waterfalls plus wildlife hammock or camp chair for creekside relaxation. Maryland is home to several beautiful waterfalls, especially in the western and central regions where the terrain is more mountainous. Below is a list of the notable waterfalls in Maryland, with descriptions of each one. Cunningham Falls, Catoctin Mountain Park. Thermonthate, 78 feet, tallest in Maryland. Type: cascading waterfall located within Cunningham Falls State Park. This is the tallest waterfall in the state. It flows in a series of shallow cascades over rock ledges. There's a short hike about 0.75 miles via the lower trail that's popular with families. It's especially scenic in the spring and fall. 2. Muddy Creek Falls, Swallow Falls State Park. Oakland height, 53 feet. Type: Plunge Waterfall, one of the most impressive waterfalls in Maryland. Mohi Creek Falls plunges over a rock face into a rocky gorge. It's located in Garrett County, near Deep Creek Lake, and is surrounded by a beautiful old-growth hemlock forest. 3. Swallow Falls State Park, Oakland Height, 15 feet high, cascade just downstream of Muddy Creek Falls. Swallow Falls is a lovely, photogenic cascade along the Youghiogheny River. The hike to both falls is part of a short but scenic loop trail about 1.25 miles. 4. Tolliver Falls Swallow Falls State Park, Oakland Height, 10 feet high, cascade a quieter and less visited waterfall along Tolliver Run, just off the main trail in Swallow Falls State Park. It offers a peaceful forest setting and good spots for photos and wading. 5. Kilgore Falls, also known as Falling Branch Falls Rock State Park, Pilesville Height, 19 feet high, plunge located in the Falling Branch area of Rock State Park in northern Maryland. Kilgore Falls is the second highest free-falling waterfall in the state. It's accessible via a short, scenic 0.5-mile hike and is popular for summer wading and photography. This was a filming location for the movie Tuck Everlasting. 6. Raven Rock Falls South Mountain State Park Height, 20 feet seasonal type, cascade located near the Appalachian Trail in South Mountain. This seasonal waterfall is less well known and more remote. It can dry up during summer, so best viewed in spring or after rains. A moderate hike is required to reach the area. 7. Great Falls of the Potomac Maryland Side Great Falls Park Chesapeake and Ohio Canal National Historical Park Height, multiple drops totaling around 76 feet high, cascades and rapids while the river itself divides Maryland and Virginia. The Great Falls can be seen from the Billy Goat Trail and the Olmsted Island overlook on the Maryland side. The powerful flow and dramatic gorge are especially striking after rain or snowmelt. Weekend waterfall itinerary in Western Maryland theme, camping, hiking, waterfalls, and forest escapes. Best 4. Spring to fall April October Day 1, Friday evening arrive and camp at Swallow Falls State Park. Where to camp? Swallow Falls State Park Campground, Garrett County. Why here? This park gives you direct access to 3 waterfalls: Muddy Creek Falls, Swallow Falls, Tolliver Falls with a short loop trail. Great for a sunset walk or early morning photography. Activities: set up camp reservations recommended. Evening walk to Swallow Falls or relax by the camp for wildlife spotting in the old-growth hemlock forest. Day 2. Saturday waterfall hikes plus Deep Creek Lake option. Morning hike the Swallow Falls Canyon Loop Trail 1, 25 miles. Visit Muddy Creek Falls 53 ft. Swallow Falls Tolliver Falls optional. Afternoon activity: drive 15 minutes to Deep Creek Lake State Park for swimming, paddling, or a scenic picnic, or enjoy an easy walk on the Meadow Mountain Trail 3 miles. Moderate evening: return to Swallow Falls Campground for your second night stargazing or a nature talk offered seasonally. Day 3. Sunday Kilgore Falls plus optional detour to Great Falls Potomac. Morning: pack up early and drive 5 hours east to Rock State Park in Harford County. Short hike 5 miles to Kilgore Falls. Falling Branch Falls. Notes: no dogs or swimming allowed. May October. Parking reservations may be required in peak season, optional at on time permitting. Stop at Great Falls C and O Canal side in Potomac. MD 1 her 45 minutes from Kilgore Falls. Walk the Billy Goat Trail A or Olmsted Island. Overlook view the dramatic Great Falls from the Maryland City. Return home by late afternoon or evening. Packing tips: lightweight hiking, show us camera or phone with waterproof case. Day pack for short hikes: bug spray, sun protection, fired local purchase. Recommended rain poncho. Weather can change fast in mountains. Massachusetts has several beautiful waterfalls, especially in the western part of the state, Berkshires and Pioneer Valley, where the terrain is hillier and forested. While most waterfalls in Massachusetts aren't towering, they offer scenic, wooded settings perfect for hiking, photography, and peaceful exploration. Notable waterfalls in Massachusetts described by Region 1. Bash Bish Falls, Mount Washington, Ma height, 60 feet, tallest in Massachusetts. Type: plunge waterfall, split twin cascades. Description: located in Bash Bish Falls State Park, near the New York border. Water tumbles dramatically through a narrow rock cleft into a deep pool. Very scenic and popular, especially in fall. Access: 0.75-mile trail from the MA side steep, or an easier 1.5-mile trail from NY side to Conic State Park. 2. Race Brook Falls, Sheffield, Ma height, multiple drops totaling 300 plus feet. Type: tiered falls. Description: a series of beautiful cascades on the flanks of Mount Race, part of the Taconic Range. Very scenic and less crowded. Access: moderate to strenuous 1.5-mile hike from the Race Brook trailhead connects to the Appalachian Trail. 3. Dones Falls, Royalston, Ma height, multiple small drops 15-25 f total. Type: cascading waterfalls along Lawrence Brook. Description: a set of picturesque waterfalls and chutes flowing through a narrow rocky gorge. Part of Tully Lake Reservation. The Trustees of Reservations. Access: short walk from parking lot, picnic and photography spot. 4. Tannery Falls, Savoy, Ma Savoy Mountain State Forest height, 80 feet total vertical drop. Type: tiered or cascade. Description: remote and wild waterfall flowing through a forested ravine. Best after heavy rain or in spring. Access: 1-mile hike on a steep, sometimes muddy trail. Combine with nearby Parker Brook Falls. 5. Chapel Brook Falls, Ashfield, Ma height, 20-25 feet. Type: cascade with rock slides. Description: a 3-tiered waterfall popular with hikers, climbers, and waders. Located in a serene, forested setting in the Chapel Brook Reservation. Access: short walk from parking area. Climbing access to Pony Mountain nearby. 6. Umpqua Falls, New Marl, Ma height, 40 feet, multiple steps. Type: sliding cascade. Description: broad, multi-step waterfall over smooth rock. Great for picnicking and wading in summer. Access: easy walk from roadside parking area. 7. Goldmine Brook Falls, Chester Blandford State Forest height, 45 feet. Type: narrow plunge and cascade. Description: a narrow and graceful waterfall tucked into a forest ravine. One of the more hidden gems in the central Berkshires. Access: short but steep trail off Route 20. Twin Cascades, Florida, Ma near Mohawk Trail height, 30-40 feet. Combined. Type: dual streams tumbling over mossy rocks. Description: twin streams of water tumble through a quiet, shaded area. Less visited, peaceful atmosphere. Access: near the Mohawk Trail. Accessed by a short trail near the Deerfield River. Here's a Massachusetts waterfall weekend road trip itinerary designed for hiking, camping, and scenic forest drives, perfect for spring through fall. This trip focuses on the Berkshires and Pioneer Valley, where most of the state's best waterfalls are clustered. 3-day Massachusetts waterfall weekend itinerary. Theme: waterfalls, forest hikes, camping, peaceful escape space. Region: Western Massachusetts, Berkshires, and hill towns. Best seasons: April to October for water flow and park access. Day 1, Friday, arrive in the Berkshires and explore Bash Bish Falls. Drive to Mount Washington. Main stop: Bash Bish Falls, 60 feet. Plunge, dramatic twin drop waterfall. Short 0.75-mile hike from MA side, or easier 1.5-mile hike from NY side. Greet for sunset photography, or a refreshing hikey. Optional extra stop at Umpqua Falls in New Marlborough and route: easy roadside access, picnic-friendly camp overnight. Taconic State Park, Copic Falls Campground, NY side. Near Bash Bish, clean wooded sites near trailhead, showers and fire pits available. Reserve, New York State Parks. Day 2, Saturday, hike waterfalls in the morning. Hike Race Brook Falls, multiple tiers totaling 300 plus to moderate 1.5-mile uphill hike to Lower Falls. More adventurous hikers can continue to the Upper Falls or Mount Race Summit Appalachian Trail. Lunch Picnic in the woods or dine in Great Barrington cute town with food options afternoon. Drive 1 hour north to Savoy Mountain State Forest short hike. Tannery Falls plus Parker Brook Falls remote twin waterfalls in a lush, gorgeous steep 1-mile trail. Rugged, but worth it after rainfall camp overnight. Savoy Mountain State Forest campground rustic camping near waterfalls and remote woods fire pits. Tent or RV sites reserve. Mass DCR reservations Day 3. Sunday waterfalls and scenic drive along the Mohawk Trail Domes. Falls Royalston, Ma beautiful, quick access waterfalls over rock ledges, easy walk from parking, peaceful setting with bridges and river gorge optional. Add Royalston Falls 1 5-mile hike for more secluded waterfall adventure optional scenic stops. Chapel Brook Falls Ashfield 25 feet cascade and rock scramble to Pony Mountain Vista Goldman Brook Falls Chester short, steep hike to a quiet 45 feet fall near Route 20 drive home. Return via the Mohawk Trail Scenic Byway Route 2 or Route 20 through the hill towns. What to pack? Sturdy hiking boots. Some trails are steep, muddy, waterproof layers, bug spray plus sunscreen, camp stove or food jar, camera or phone with offline map, state park pass or day use cash. Michigan is home to over 300 waterfalls, most of which are located in the Upper Peninsula UP, with just one in the Lower Peninsula. These waterfalls range from easy roadside views to rugged hikes deep in the forest. Here's a list of some of the most notable waterfalls in Michigan, organized by region. Upper Peninsula Waterfalls 1. Tahquamenon Falls Paradise. Mayapur Falls, one of the largest waterfalls east of the Mississippi River, 200 feet wide and 50 feet tall. Lower Falls, a series of smaller, scenic cascades. You can rent rowboats to access islands. Access, located in Tahquamenon Falls State Park, with hiking, camping, and boardwalks. 2. Bond Falls Paulding, MIA spectacular, wide cascade about 50 feet tall on the Ontonagon River, known for its photogenic beauty. Access, wheelchair accessible boardwalk, popular and well-developed site. 3. Munising Falls Munising, MI, a 50-foot drop, easily accessible, and very close to downtown Munising. Access, short paved trail, part of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. 4. Miners Falls Munising MI, a 40-foot drop in a rugged gorge, one of the most powerful in the area. Access, a 1.2-mile round-trip hike through the forest. 5. Laughing Whitefish Falls Sundle, MI, one of the tallest in the UP, at about 100 feet, with a long cascading drop over limestone. Access, boardwalks and stairs lead to several viewing platforms. 6. Sable Falls Grand Marais, multi-level falls dropping about 75 feet, located near the Lake Superior shoreline. Access, a short stairway hike, also near a beach trail. 7. Wagner Falls Munis MI, a charming, serene 20-foot cascade surrounded by forest. Access, easy walk from a parking lot off M94. Presque Isle River Falls Porcupine Mountains Wilderness State Park includes Manabezo, Falls Manito, Falls Nawata Falls. Description, a trio of wild, roaring falls in a remote park. Access, several trails and viewing points along the Presque Isle River. 9. Hungarian Falls, Houghton County, a set of several drops, totaling over 90 feet, cascading through a gorge. Access, located on public and private land, but the main falls are accessible via hiking trails. 10. Scott Falls near O'Train, MI, small 10-foot waterfall that flows over a sandstone cliff. Access, visible from the roadside on M28. 11. Jacobs Falls Keweenaw Peninsula, a scenic roadside waterfall near Eagle River. Access, can be viewed from the car or a short walk. Lower Peninsula Waterfall 1. Aquioc Falls Aquioc, MI, the only major waterfall in Michigan's Lower Peninsula. Access, 80 accessible trail, plus swimming is allowed. Fun fact, it's one of the few wheelchair accessible waterfalls in the US. Here's a weekend camping and hiking itinerary to explore some of the most iconic waterfalls in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, with options for camping, scenic hikes, and waterfall photography. This 3-day trip is ideal for outdoor lovers looking for a mix of easy access and backcountry-style waterfalls. Upper Peninsula Waterfall Weekend Itinerary Theme: camping, hiking, and scenic waterfalls. Duration: 3 days 2 nights. Space route: Munising-Tahquamenon Falls, Porcupine Mountains. Optional extension: Day 1. Arrival in Munising. Waterfall hikes in Pictured Rocks. Morning. Arrive in Munising, the gateway to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Set up camp at Bay Furnace Campground or Munising Tourist Park Campground, both near Lake Superior. Waterfall stops: Munising Falls, easy paved 0.25-mile trail. 30-min Wagner Falls, short walk from roadside parking. 20-min Miners Falls, moderate 1.2-mile round-trip forest hike. 1 her hike option: add Miners Castle overlook for lake views. Evening: campfire at your site or visit Muldoon's Pasties for local food. Sunset photography at Sandpoint Beach. Day 2. Tahquamenon Falls State Park. Morning. Drive east 5 hours to Tahquamenon Falls State Park. Set up camp at Tahquamenon Falls Rivermouth Campground or Lower Falls Campground. Waterfall adventure: Upper Tahquamenon Falls, 0.5-mile paved trail to the viewing platform. 1 her Lower Falls, multiple viewpoints and a rowboat rental to the Island Trail Loop. 2 hers total hiking options: River Trail 4 miles one way between Upper and Lower Falls, moderate hike through scenic forest and ridges. Evening: enjoy the on-site Tahquamenon Falls Brewery and Pub. Stargazing or night walk near the river. Day 3. Optional westward drive: Bond Falls plus Porcupine Mountain. Option 1. Quick stop and return trip on your drive south or west. Detour to Laughing Whitefish Falls, 1-mile round-trip hike to a 100ft Cascade. Option 2. Add a night Porcupine Mountains extension drive west for hers to Porcupine Mountains Wilderness State Park. Camp at Presque Isle Campground. Visit Manabezo, Monito, and Nawadaha Fall short loop trail with multiple waterfall view. Hike to Lake of the Clouds, overlook packing tip hiking boots or trail shoes. Insect repellent: mosquitoes can be heavy in UP rain jacket and warm layers. Weather changes quickly. Camera or tripod for waterfalls. Water and snacks for hiking trails. Flashlight or headlamp for campsites. Minnesota has many beautiful waterfalls, especially concentrated in the northeastern region along Lake Superior's North Shore and within state parks and the Superior National Forest. These waterfalls vary from thunderous cascades to gentle forest falls, and many are easily accessible via short hikes. Most notable waterfalls in Minnesota by region: North Shore, Lake Superior. 1. Gooseberry Falls. Gooseberry Falls State Park, arguably Minnesota's most famous waterfall, featuring upper, middle, and lower falls along the Gooseberry River. Highlights: wheelchair accessible trails, stone bridge, visitor center, and picnic areas. 2. High Falls on the Baptism River. Tetgoosh State Park, height 60 feet, tallest entirely within Minnesota. Dramatic and powerful falls in a scenic gorge. Access: 1.5-mile round-trip hike. 3. Two-Step Falls. Tetgoosh State Park, smaller falls located just downstream from High Falls, named for its 2 tiers. 4. Cascade Falls. Cascade River State Park, a series of small, scenic falls tumbling through a rocky gorge. Hike, accessible from multiple trails. Best views near the Highway 61 bridge. 5. Devil's Kettle Falls. Judge C.R. Magny State Park, unique and mysterious falls where half the river disappears into a deep pothole and seemingly vanishes underground. Hike, 2.5-mile round trip with stairs and overlook platforms. 6. Middle Falls. Grand Portage State Park, Minnesota's tallest waterfall at 120 feet, shared with Canada on the Pigeon River. Access, 0.5-mile paved trail. Great for accessibility and views. Duluth area and nearby. 7. Gooseberry Glen Falls. Lester River, Duluth Cascades accessible from hiking trails near the east end of Duluth. 8. Chester Creek Falls Duluth Urban Waterfall located within Chester Park, with a scenic trail and multiple drops. 9. Tisher Creek Falls Duluth Congdon Park, small but picturesque falls in a peaceful forested ravine. 10. Amity Creek Falls Lester Park, Duluth hidden gem with lovely cascades, popular among locals. Southern Minnesota. 11. Minneopa Falls Minneopa State Park near Mankato, 39-foot scenic falls that plunge into a gorge, easily one of the most photogenic in southern Minnesota. Highlights: bison viewing area nearby, picnic shelters, and hiking trails. 12. Hidden Falls Nerstrand Big Woods State Park, a gentle, small but charming waterfall deep in a hardwood forest. Access: easy 1-mile hike. 13. Vermilion Falls Hastings. Description: a powerful urban waterfall plunging 35 feet within a city park. Access: easy walk from a parking lot. Northern and central Minnesota. 14. Beaver River Falls near Beaver Bay, multiple drops viewable from Highway 61 and a nearby pedestrian bridge. 15. Ilgan Falls near Tetgoosh State Park, a less visited, powerful 40-foot drop surrounded by rugged forest. Access: short trail from Ilgan City or Tetgoosh Cabins area. 16. Caribou Falls near Little Marishidon, 40-foot falls reached by a scenic 1.5-mile round-trip hike along the Caribou River. 17. Temperance River Falls Temperance River State Park, dramatic series of falls in a narrow, rocky gorge that flows into Lake Superior. Highlights: multiple viewpoints along the gorge trail. Here's a weekend road trip itinerary to explore some of Minnesota's most beautiful waterfalls, especially along Lake Superior's North Shore. This trip focuses on hiking, photography, and camping, with mostly easy to moderate trails, great scenery, and state park campgrounds. Minnesota Waterfall Weekend Road Trip Itinerary Theme: hiking, camping, waterfalls. Duration: 3 days. 2 nights. Route: Duluth Grand Marais Grand Portage Backbist for families, couples, solo adventurers. Day 1, Duluth to Gooseberry Falls State Park. Morning: start in Duluth and head northeast on Highway 61 North Shore Scenic Drive. Visit waterfalls in Duluth. Chester Creek Falls short walk through Chester Park. Tisher Creek Falls quiet and forested area in Congdon Park. Midday: drive 45 minutes to Gooseberry Falls State Park. Hike the waterfalls loop 1-mile round trip to see Upper Falls, Middle Falls, Lower Falls of Turnen. Optional short drive to Split Rock Lighthouse for cliff views and a hike to Split Rock River Falls. Evening: set up camp at Gooseberry Falls Campground. Sunset at Lake Superior shoreline. Day 2, Tetgoosh and Caribou Falls to Grand Marais. Morning: drive north to Tetgoosh State Park. Hike the High Falls Trail 1, 5 miles round trip to High Falls, tallest entirely within Minnesota. Step Falls nearby, optional add-on, short detour to Ilgan Falls or nearby Baptism River mouth. Midday: continue north and stop at Caribou Falls near Little Marais. Short, scenic 1.5-mile round trip hike through pine forest to a 40-foot waterfall. Afternoon: drive to Judge C.R. Magny State Park. Hike the Devil's Kettle Trail 2, 5 miles round trip. See the mysterious Devil's Kettle Falls, where half the river disappears into a pothole. Evening: camp at Judge C.R. Magny Campground or nearby Grand Marais Municipal Campground. Explore Grand Marais Harbor and grab dinner or snacks in town. Day 3, Grand Portage and return drive. Morning: drive 45 minutes to Grand Portage State Park at the Canadian border. Hike to High Falls on the Pigeon River, 5-mile paved trail. Tallest waterfall in Minnesota at 120 feet. Optional add-on, hike further to Middle Falls if time and stamina allow. 5 miles round trip. Afternoon: begin return trip along Highway 61. Stop for lunch or short breaks at Temperance River State Park. Short hikes along Gorge Cascade River State Park, short trail to multiple falls. Evening, return to Duluth or stay one more night at Temperance River or Gooseberry Falls campgrounds if desired. What to bring: hiking boots or trail shoes. Warm layers. Lake Superior area can be cool, even in summer. Bug spray and sunscreen. Water bottles or hydration pack. Camera or phone with good low light capture. Minnesota State Park. Permit daily or annual meals or snacks if remote camping. Mississippi does have waterfalls, though many are smaller and more hidden than in mountainous states. Here's a detailed list of notable ones. 1. Clark Creek Natural Area Waterfalls. Location: near Woodville, southwest Mississippi. 10-30 feet. Details: a 7-acre nature area with around 50 waterfalls scattered along rugged hiking trails. The Cascades range from small, mossy trickles to dramatic drops, all surrounded by hardwood forest. Excellent for hiking, birdwatching, and photography. 2. Dunn's Falls. Location: near Enterprise, Lauderdale County. 65 feet. Tallest in Mississippi. Details: a partially man-made waterfall, created in the 1800s to power a grist mill. It still features a historic water wheel. The park offers picnic areas, swimming, and camping. 3. Owens Creek Falls. Location: milepost 52.4, Ratchez Trace Parkway. 4 feet. Varies. Details: a seasonal waterfall that flows over sandstone ledges into a shallow pool, best visited after heavy rains. 4. Scutchelo Falls. Location: near Carlisle and Carpenter Height. Several small drops 4 feet each. Details: a peaceful, secluded spot with cascading steps leading into a calm green pool. 5. Seminary Falls. Location: Okatoma Creek, Seminary. Small rapids rather than a drop. Details: popular with kayakers, swimmers, and tubers. More a set of fast-moving rocky cascades than a true waterfall. 6. Merritt Falls. Location: Merritt Water Park, Simpson County. 3 feet. Details: dual small waterfalls over a boulder in a spring-fed creek. Great for picnics and wading. 7. Rawson Gully Falls. Location: Lauderdale County. 40 feet. Details: one of Mississippi's taller natural falls, easily accessible from the roadside. Trail can be steep and slippery. 8. Cooper Falls. Location: Pickwick Lake, near J.P. Coleman State Park. 50 feet. Details: a tall cascade plunging directly into the lake, best seen from a boat or certain shoreline spots. 9. Union Falls. Location: Jones County, Tallahassee Creek. Arihate, Variestals, a hidden gem with water flowing over a cavern-like ledge into a swimming hole. Remote location adds to its charm. 10. Brushy Creek Waterfall. Location: Homokito National Forest, near Crosby Height. Small drop. Details: reached by an 11-mile hiking loop with creek crossings. Very secluded and scenic. Here's a Mississippi waterfall weekend road trip itinerary that links together the state's most scenic falls with good hiking and camping options. I've planned it as a loop so you can start from Jackson, but it works from other locations with slight tweaks. Day 1: Central and South Mississippi theme: forest hikes and hidden Cascadestop. 1. Merritt Falls. Location: Merritt Water Park, Simpson County. Activities: short stroll to small spring-fed falls, picnic area, wading, hike, easy 0.25-mile nature path, camping nearby, Roosevelt State Park about 35 minutes drive. Lakeside sites, showers, boat rentals. Stop 2. Seminary Falls. Location: Okatoma Creek, Seminary. Activities: kayak or tube the creek to enjoy small rocky cascades, hike, short riverbank paths, or paddle trips from local outfitters. Drive to next stop: Toohurst to Clark Creek area. Overnight camping: Clark Creek Primitive Camp, a reduct inside Clark Creek Natural Area. This is hike and only carry light gear, but worth it for stargazing and waterfall sounds at night. Day 2: Clark Creek Waterfall Marathon theme. Multiple falls, rugged trails. Clark Creek Natural Area hike, 4-5 miles of trails with over a dozen waterfalls. ranging from 10-30 feet tall. Steep climbs, stream crossings, and shaded forest paths. Best falls to see: Upper Falls, Cascade Falls, and Bear Canyon Falls. Tip: bring trekking poles and plenty of water. The terrain is hilly for Mississippi. Overnight camping. Option 1, stay at Clark Creek again. Option 2, drive to Natchez State Park 1 for car camping, RV hookups, and showers. Day 3, Natchez Trace and Big Drops theme, scenic driving plus tallest waterfall in the state. Stop 1, Owens Creek Falls location, Natchez Trace Parkway, milepost 5. 2.4 activities, easy walk from parking to small seasonal falls, pretty in the morning light. Stop 2, Dunn's Falls location, Uprise, Lauderdale County. Height 65 feet, tallest in Mississippi. Activist, hike short trails, tour historic grist mill, swim below the falls. Camping, Dunn's Falls Park has primitive campsites and picnic shelters. Stop 3, Rawson Gully Falls, optional add-on location, near Meridian. Activites, quick roadside hike to 40 ft natural drop. Great photo. Stop. Suggested gear list: waterproof hiking shoes. Clark Creek has creek crossings, light camping stove and cookware, trekking poles for steep sections, quick dry clothing and swimsuit, insect repellent and sunscreen. Route summary: start or end, Jackson MS Loop. Route: Day 1, Jackson Merritt Falls Seminary Falls. Clark Creek Camp. Day 2, Clark Creek Hiking Camp or Natchez State Park. Day 3, Owens Creek Falls, Dunn's Falls, Rawson Gully Falls. Return to Jackson. Total drive 450 miles over 3-day hiking, 10-15 miles total. Flexible. Missouri has quite a few waterfalls, from the tall and rugged in the Ozarks to gentle cascades and parks. Here's a detailed list of the most notable ones. 1. Mina Sauk Falls location, Tom Sauk Mountain State Park. Height 132 feet, tallest natural waterfall in Missouri. Details: cascades down rocky ledges into a box canyon. Best viewed after rain. Reached via a 3-mile rugged loop trail. 2. Grand Falls location, Joplin on Shoal Creek. Height 12 feet, but 163 feet wide. Details: Missouri's largest continuously flowing waterfall, spilling over a chert ledge into a blue pool. Easy to access and great for photos. 3. Rocky Falls location, Ozark National Scenic Riverways, near a Minnan site, 40 feet over volcanic rhyolite rock. Details: part of a shut-in formation with a swimming hole at its base. Accessible by a short path or longer trails, like the 7-mile route to Klepzig Mill. 4. Hickory Canyon's Waterfalls location, near Farmington. Height seasonal. Variestals appear after heavy rain in a sandstone box canyon. Short 0.5-mile trail to the falls. 5. Albuquerque Creek Falls location, near Pacific Mo. Height small wet weather cascadesteddles, along a 3-mile loop trail through sandstone bluffs and forest. Best in spring or after rain. 6. Don Robinson State Park Falls location, near Cedar Hill. Height small cascadesteddles found along the 3.9-mile sandstone canyon trail, flowing after rains. 7. Johnson's Shut-ins location, Black River near Lesterville. Height Variestals, water flows through smooth volcanic rock channels, creating natural slides, pools, and small drops. 8. Falling Spring Falls location, Mark Twain National Forest, near Winna. 10 feet. Details: a spring-fed waterfall next to an old mill building, scenic and historic. 9. Merrimack Spring Falls location, Merrimack Spring Park, near Steedy Jameshate, small but constant flow. Details: fed by one of Missouri's largest springs, peaceful park setting with historic features. 10. Hodgson Mill Waterfall location, near Dora, Ozark County. Height small cascadedales flows beside a historic red mill on Bryant Creek. Very photogenic. 11. Marble Creek Falls location, Mark Twain National Forest. Small details found along a rugged 10-mile trail that's popular for hiking and biking. 12. Waterfall Park false location dependence. Mow height 10 feet man-made. Details: urban park with the charming waterfall, footbridge, and walking paths. Here's a Missouri waterfall road trip itinerary designed to give you a mix of big-name falls, hidden cascades, and great hiking and camping spots. It focuses on the Ozark and Southeast regions, where the majority of Missouri's natural waterfalls are found. 3-day Missouri waterfall and hiking road trip. Day 1 Tom Sauk Mountain and shut-in start. St. Louis area or your nearest major city in Missouri. Sauk Falls Tom Sauk Mountain State Park hike, 3-mile Mina Sauk Falls Loop Trail rugged, moderate highlights, tallest waterfall in Missouri, plus panoramic views from Missouri's highest point. Best time. After recent rain, Johnson's Shut-in State Park hike, 2-3 miles of trails, explore natural rock slides and small cascadescamping. Johnson's Shut-in's campground electric and basic sites. Evening. Stargazing in the park, low light pollution. Day 2 Ozark Riverways and Scenic Shut-ins Drive. 1. 5 Hers to Eminence, Meraki Falls Shut-in Shike, short walk from parking or 7-mile loop to Klepzig Mill via the Ozark Trail highlights, rhyolite rock formations, swimming hole at the base of the falls, Klepzig Mill and Mill Creek Cascadeshik, Ozark Trail Connector moderate scenery, historic mill, gentle cascades, remote forest feel. Camping, Alley Spring Campground, Ozark National Scenic Riverways. Extras, visit Alley Spring Mill nearby for another photogenic spot. Small waterfall. Day 3 Hidden Falls and Return Drive. 1 Her toward Mark Twain National First Falling Spring Fall Shike, short 0.25 mile stroll from parking highlights, spring fed, falls beside an old mill, misty and peaceful year-round. Hickory Canyons, Waterfall Shike, 0.5 mile loop to seasonal falls, great mossy sandstone cliffs. Optional stop, Marble Creek Falls Trail, 10 miles or short out and back for a taste. Camping, Marble Creek Recreation Area has primitive campsites along the creek. Route overview. Total drive distance, 320-350 miles depending on start point. Total hiking, 12-18 miles spread over 3 days. Mix of easy, moderate, and rugged trails. Best season, spring and early summer for best waterfall flow tips. Backwater shoes for exploring shut-ins. Check rainfall. Many Ozark waterfalls are seasonal. Bring bug spray. Ticks and mosquitoes are active in warm months. Reserve campsites early for state park campgrounds, especially on weekends. Montana is full of waterfalls, especially in Glacier National Park, the Rocky Mountain front, and along forested river valleys. Here's a list of some of the most notable ones. Major waterfalls in Montana. 1. Virginia Falls Glacier National Park height, 50 feet location, on the St. Mary Valley side of Glacier NP, reached via the St. Mary Falls Trail. Highlights, dramatic multi-tier drop with clear glacial water, surrounded by alpine forest, often combined with a visit to nearby St. Mary Falls. 2. St. Mary Falls Glacier National Park height, 35 feet. 2-tier features, powerful turquoise water pouring through a narrow gorge. The short hike from going to the Sun Road makes it one of the park's most popular stops. 3. Running Eagle Falls Glacier National Park nickname, Trick Falls height, 40 feet. Unique feature, in spring, water flows over the top. In late summer, it appears to pour out from a hole in the rock halfway down. 4. Bering Falls Glacier National Park height, 25 feet. Axis, short 0.3 mile walk from Sun Point on going to the Sun Road. Scenery, lush, shaded trail with wildflowers in summer. 5. Apecuni Falls Glacier National Park height, 150 feet. Hike, 2 miles round trip with some steep climbing. Vibe, tall, thin ribbon of water cascading down a sheer cliff face. 6. Kootenai Falls near Libby height, 30 feet wide, multi-section cascade. Special feature, famous swinging bridge across the Kootenai River, known for emerald green water and dramatic rocky gorge. 7. Woodbine Falls Absaroka Beartooth Wilderness Sheep, 300 feet hike, 1.5-mile trail from Woodbine Campground near Nye. Landscape, towering drop into a narrow canyon, framed by rugged mountain scenery. 8. Ousel Falls Big Sky Height, 35 feet axis. Easy 1.6-mile round trip from the Ousel Falls trailhead. Popular for family-friendly hikes, photography, and picnics. 9. Holland Falls Swan Valley Height, 50 feet hike, 3.3 miles round trip along Holland Lake's north shore. Highlights, mountain and lake views along the trail before reaching the falls. 10. Triple Falls Glacier National Park feature, 3 side-by-side streams plunging over a cliff into a lush basin. Access, moderate hike via the hidden lake overlook trail area, seasonal snow conditions. Here's a Montana waterfall road trip itinerary that strings together some of the state's most scenic waterfalls, while giving you camping and hiking options along the way. It's built for about 7-9 days, but you can trim or expand depending on your schedule. Day 1-2. Glacier National Park East Side Base, St. Mary Campground inside the park or Rising Sun Campground Waterfalls, Bering Falls short walk from Sun Point. St. Mary Falls and Virginia Falls 3.6-mile round-trip hike, turquoise water, and multiple cascades. Running Eagle Falls unique double flow effect. Hiking tip, take the Sun Point to St. Mary Falls connector trail for multiple falls in one scenic walk. Extra, wildlife watching bighorn sheep, mountain goats on going to the Sun Road. Day 3, Glacier National Park Many Glacier Rebus. Many Glacier Campground book early. Waterfalls, Apacuni Falls 2-mile hike to a tall, narrow drop. Red Rock Falls 3.6-mile round trip, gentle trail, often moose sightings. Bonus hike, Grinnell Glacier Trail longer, high elevation views. Day 4, Glacier National Park Logan Pass to Triple Falls Base, Avalanche Campground West Side or nearby Acker Campground Waterfalls. Triple Falls hike via Hidden Lake overlook area snow-free midsummer. Avalanche Creek Gorge short scenic walk through cedars. Day 5-6. Libya Redrive, 5 hours from Glacier's west entrance base, Kootenai Falls Campground or Libby Dam RV Park Waterfalls. Kootenai Falls wide, powerful falls with emerald water. Swinging bridge just downstream for amazing river views. Hiking, explore Cabinet Mountains, wilderness trails. Day 7, Absaroka Beartooth Wilderness Drive, 7 hours to Nye, Mambase, Woodbine Campground near start of trail. Waterfalls, Woodbine Falls 1.5-mile hike to one of Montana's tallest waterfalls. Extra, scenic Beartooth Highway drive toward Red Lodge. Day 8, Big Sky Redrive, 4-5 hours from Nybase, Red Cliff Campground or Greek Creek Campground Waterfalls. Ousel Falls easy 1.6-mile round trip, good for sunset photos. Day 9, Swan Valley Drive, 5 hours north toward Seeley Lake Base, Holland Lake Campground Waterfalls. Holland Falls 3.3-mile round trip along the lake shore with mountain views. Trip tips: best season late June early September for full waterfall flow and snow-free trails. Passes needed. Glacier NP entrance fee or America the Beautiful Pass. Camping reservations. Book Glacier campgrounds months ahead. National forest sites are often first come, first served. Wildlife precaution. Carry bear spray and follow food storage rules. Nebraska isn't known for big waterfalls like mountainous states, but it does have some charming smaller waterfalls and cascades, mostly found in its river valleys, bluffs, and parks. Here are the main waterfalls and notable cascades in Nebraska. 1. Smith Falls location, near Valentine, in Smith Falls State Park height. Approximately 70 feet tallest waterfall in Nebraska, a beautiful, rugged waterfall on the Niobrara River, flowing over sandstone bluffs. The falls are accessible by a short hike or canoe or kayak trip on the river. The surrounding park offers camping, hiking trails, and scenic views. 2. Snake River Falls location, near Harrison, in the Nebraska National Forest Arrehate. Small but picturesque cascade of the Pine Ridge Escarpment, this falls is nestled in a forested area with trails and picnic spots nearby. 3. Bridal Veil Falls location near Valentine, along the Niobrara River in the Niobrara Scenic River area. Height. Small, seasonal waterfall, a delicate cascade that flows especially during spring runoff or after heavy rains, known for its veil-like appearance. 4. Oglala Falls location, near Oglala National Grassland, southwestern Nebraska. Height. Small cascade on a creek flowing through Badlands terrain, less accessible, but notable for its rugged natural setting and connection to Nebraska's unique Badlands geology. 5. Falling Water Falls location, Chadron State Park, near Chadron. Height. Modesta charming waterfall located within the state park, great for short hikes and family visits. Here's a Nebraska waterfall weekend road trip itinerary focused on the best waterfalls and natural spots, with camping and hiking options perfect for a 2- or 3-day adventure in northern Nebraska's scenic river valleys and parks. Day 1 Smith Falls State Park and Niobrara River. Era morning. Arrive at Smith Falls State Park near Valentine, NE. Hike the short trail 1-mile round trip to Smith Falls, Nebraska's tallest waterfall 70ft. The trail runs along the Niobrara River and offers beautiful views of sandstone bluffs. Option: rent a canoe or kayak to paddle on the Niobrara River, getting a unique view of the falls from the water. Afternoon. Explore nearby Niobrara State Park or Niobrara National Scenic River trails with gentle hikes and wildlife spotting. Camping. Smith Falls State Park Campground, small campground with basic amenities close to the falls and river. Day 2 Chadron State Park and nearby waterfalls. Morning. Drive about 1.5 hours southwest to Chadron State Park. Hike to Falling Waterfalls inside the park, an easy, family-friendly waterfall with surrounding forest trails. Afternoon. Explore Chadron State Park hiking trails or visit the nearby Nebraska National Forest area for more scenic nature walks. Camping. Stay overnight at Chadron State Park Campground with full amenities including hookups and showers. Day 3 Optional Pine Ridge and Snake River Falls. Morning. Head northeast toward Pine Ridge Recreation Area near Harrison 1.5 hours from Chadron. Visit Snake River Falls, a smaller but peaceful cascade surrounded by pine forest. Afternoon. Enjoy hiking in the Pine Ridge region, known for its unique sandstone formations, wildlife, and panoramic views. Return home or camp nearby at Pine Ridge Campgrounds if you want to extend your trip. Trip tips: best time to visit: late spring through early summer for best waterfall flows. Bring hiking shoes, water shoes for paddling or creek exploration, insect repellent. Weather can be variable. Pack layers and rain gear just in case. Reservations. Campgrounds in Smith Falls and Chadron fill quickly on weekends. Reserve in advance if possible. Wildlife. Keep an eye out for deer, birds, and other wildlife along trails. Nevada isn't widely known for waterfalls since much of the state is arid desert and mountainous terrain, but there are a few notable waterfalls, mostly in its mountainous or forested regions. Here are some of the key waterfalls in Nevada. 1. Lower White River Falls location near Ely, White Pine County in the White River Narrows area. This is a pretty dramatic and scenic waterfall on the White River. The water cascades down in a series of drops, surrounded by rugged desert canyons and cliffs. It's relatively remote and less visited, making it a peaceful spot for adventurous hikers and photographers. 2. Angel Falls, Nevada location, in the Ruby Mountains near Elconot, to be confused with the famous Angel Falls in Venezuela. Nevada's Angel Falls is a seasonal waterfall. It flows during spring runoff and after heavy rains, tumbling down rocky cliffs in a narrow stream. The Ruby Mountains offer some of the best alpine scenery in Nevada. 3. Mary Jane Falls location near Mount Charleston, Spring Mountains National Recreation Area, Clark County. This is a popular waterfall hiking destination near Las Vegas. The falls cascade over several rock ledges surrounded by lush pine forest, offering a cool retreat from the desert heat. The hike to Mary Jane Falls is moderate in difficulty and very rewarding. 4. Keystone Canyon Waterfalls location. Near the town of Eureka, Eureka County, Keystone Canyon has some small seasonal waterfalls and cascades. They are best seen in spring and early summer, when snowmelt swells the streams. The area is scenic, with colorful rock formations and open views. Summery waterfalls in Nevada tend to be seasonal and found mostly in higher elevations like the Ruby Mountains or Spring Mountains. They offer a refreshing contrast to the otherwise dry landscapes. Great! Here are some hiking and camping itinerary ideas near Nevada's notable waterfalls: Mary Jane Falls, Lower White River Falls, and Angel Falls areas with options for different experience levels. 1. Mary Jane Falls hiking and camping itinerary: Spring Mountains near Las Vegas. Day 1. Arrival and camp setup: Campground, Fletcher View Campground or Kyle Canyon Campground, both nearby in Spring Mountains National Recreation Area facilities. Campsites with picnic tables, fire pits, restrooms, and potable water activities. Set up camp, relax, and enjoy the cool forest environment. D2. Mary Jane Falls Hike Trail. Mary Jane Falls Trail 3, 2 miles round trip, moderate difficulty. A scenic hike through pine forests and rocky terrain, ending at a beautiful waterfall cascading over multiple ledges. Great for photos and a refreshing mist. After hike, picnic at the waterfall or back at the campground optional. Explore nearby Cathedral Rock or take other short trails in the Spring Mountains. D3. Explore and return optional. Visit nearby Lee Canyon or take a scenic drive through Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area for desert landscapes. Back up camp and head back or continue. Lower White River Falls hiking and camping itinerary: White Pine County. Day 1. Travel and camp setup: Campground, Cave Lake State Park, about 30 minutes from White River Falls facilities. Developed campground with lake access, restrooms, and picnic areas. Evening. Relax by the lake and enjoy starry skies. White Pine County has great dark skies for stargazing. D2. Lower White River Falls Hike Trail. No formal trail, requires some off-trail hiking or 4x4 access to reach the falls area, best for experienced hikers or with a local guide. The waterfall is impressive and dramatic, surrounded by rugged canyon scenery. The area is remote and wild, perfect for solitude and nature photography. Safety: bring plenty of water, navigation tools, and be prepared for rugged terrain. Evening. Return to campground, campfire, and rest. Day 3. Nearby exploration option: visit Great Basin National Park, about 1.5-hour drive, famous for Lehman Caves, ancient bristlecone pines, and Wheeler Peak hiking trails. Pack up and head home or continue your trip. 3. Angel Falls and Ruby Mountains hiking and camping itinerary. Day 1. Arrival and camp setup: Campground, Ruby Mountains Campground or Elko RV Park if you prefer more facilities. Basic amenities in Ruby Mountains Campground, more services in Elkovening. Relax in camp or explore nearby Elko Town. Day 2. Angel Falls Hike Trail. Access trails in Ruby Mountains Wilderness to reach Angel Falls. Seasonal waterfall: distance difficulty varies depending on starting point. Moderate to challenging backcountry hiking with elevation gains. Stunning alpine scenery with cliffs and seasonal cascades. Best visited in late spring or early summer during snowmelt. Tip: pack lunch, plenty of water, and camera gear for scenic shots. Day 3. Additional hiking and return optional. Explore Lamoille Canyon, famous for hiking, wildlife viewing, and scenic drives. Pack up camp and head back or continue exploring Ruby Mountains. Notes for all itineraries. Check weather and trail conditions before your trip. Spring snowmelt can make some trails muddy or slippery. Bring plenty of water and sun protection, especially for the desert-adjacent hikes. Pack out all trash and follow leave no trace principles to preserve these natural spots.